Welcome back, everybody. 3G slabs coming at you. What we got here is a 21 card PSA preview video. This will be for the 1980s special that PSA is running right now. So let's get right into it. First up, we got a 1983 Fleer Ryan Sandberg rookie card. It's off center just a little bit, left to right, and maybe a little bit top to bottom. Up here in the top right corner, seems like there might be just a little teeny extra paper on it. Kind of see it. Other than that, it's a really sharp looking card. Hoping for a PSA 8, maybe a 9 on a good day. Alright, we got a 1982 Topps Bill Ripken rookie card. Centering is off a little bit on this one. And then the back bottom corners show just a little bit of wear. That's kind of the worst one here, that bottom corner. So still want to get this one slabbed. Nice looking card. PSA 7, we're hoping on that one. Next up, we got a 1984 Topps Tiffany Tony Gwynn, just a Tony Gwynn card. I've never graded any of these Tiffany's, so real curious how this is going to go. I know it's off-centered left to right on the front. Back of the card's really sharp looking. Some of these Tiffany's, I noticed they do have like a little, we're not going to be able to see it on here, but it's almost like they have like little bubbles in that on the surface. But anyway, really hoping to pull a PSA 8 on this. Wouldn't be surprised if I get a 7. Like I said, first Tiffany I've ever graded, so see how that goes. We're going to try our luck with another Tiffany. This is a 1989 Bo Jackson, card number 540 in the set. This might be off-center just a little bit left to right on the front. Otherwise, it's a really sharp card. Back left corner I have down just a tiniest little touch of wear on it, maybe. But hoping to pull a PSA 9 on that one. And we're going to try another Tiffany. We got a 1988 Topps Tiffany, numbered 120, Kirby Puckett. This one's off just a little bit, top to bottom. And then maybe the bottom right corner might just have the slightest little touch to it. I think this is a really sharp looking card. Hoping for the PSA 9 on that one. Next up, I pulled this out of a set and thought it was really sharp looking. Centering's, I think, 50-50 all the way around. Maybe a little bit top to bottom. Front and back look great. There is just a little bit of printing going on right in here. Just the slightest little bit of some print dots. Other than that, I don't see anything wrong with it. Expecting the PSA 9, maybe just a slight outside chance at a 10 on this one. Next up, here's an oddball card. It's a 1987 Topps American. This is the UK. John Elway, number 6 in the set. Just picked this one up not too long ago. Never really had seen these before. Otherwise, top left might have just a little bit of something right here. Other than that, it's a really sharp looking card, and I'm expecting a PSA 9 on this one. Alright, we're going to do a 1989 Pro set, number 494 in the set, Barry Sanders rookie card. This will be the first Barry Sanders I've ever graded, I believe. Pretty nice looking card all the way around. I'm expecting a PSA 9 on this with an outside shot at a PSA 10. Alright, next up we got a 1986 Fleer sticker. This is number 6, Patrick Ewing. There was a little bit of a stain down here on the bottom. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up, but it's kind of right down in here. Just something on the surface. Couldn't really get it to come off with anything. And then the bottom left corner here might have just a little ding to it. That being said, I'm expecting to still pull a PSA 7 on this one. We'll see with that stain though, what they do with it. Nice looking card though. All right, 1980 Topps. This is the John Long, Magic Johnson, Ron Boone, Magic All-Star rookie here. Pretty sharp looking card. I've never graded any of these either. Hoping for a PSA 7 or 8 on this one. All right, same set. We got the Scott May, Larry Bird, and Jack Sikma. This is a scoring leader for Larry Bird, rookie card. The two bottom corners might have a little bit of touch to them. It is off-centered, I think, top to bottom. Up in the Scott May part, there's two little dents up in this border of the green. And then there is a little dent over here. So I'm thinking this is probably going to pull a PSA 6. And we got another 1980 Topps. This is the Fred Brown, Larry Bird, Ron Brewer rebounding leader card for Larry Bird. This one's pretty nice too. This card's got a couple little lines in it, in between Celtics and Larry. Not sure what to think about them. They're not creases. They're not surface wrinkles. They're not really even dents. I'm not sure if it's just a flaw in the paper or what I got going on there. The card is nice beyond that. One thing I did notice, and I've never really looked at this set that close, but I've never really seen the center of the three cards be off-centered this bad before. Like the Larry Bird looks way off-centered, which I've never noticed. So I don't know if that's going to hurt my grading or not. I'm expecting a PSA 7 with an outside shot of an 8 on this one, if that surface doesn't get it. 1986 Fleer Manute Bol rookie card. This one I know is not perfect by any means. It's got just the slightest touches on the corners, and then a little bit in the blue border right there on the edge. Hoping for a PSA 7 on that one. All right, next up I got two 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan number 21 cards. The first one here, it is off top to bottom. That's pretty much all I really saw with it. The corners were decent on it. Left to right, really good. I'm hoping for a strong PSA 8 on this one. And we got one more. This one's off just a little bit left to right. Top to bottom's a lot better. Otherwise, this is a really sharp card too. I think it's just a touch better than the first Jordan, so I put this one second. This one I'm hoping for a PSA 8 with a better shot at a 9 out of the two. All right, we got a 1989 Fleer sticker, number 3, Michael Jordan. Centering is off left to right on the front. If you look right here, just compare those two. It is off left to right, and I believe it is off top to bottom as well. And then it does have a little bit of chipping on the back. These always seem to have that. Tough to find them without it. I'm still hoping to pull a PSA 7. All right, we got a 1987 Fleer number 74, Kevin McHale. Just a really sharp card. This set is, I feel, really underrated as far as grading. There's less of them than the 86, but the 86 is very well known, obviously. There's so many rookie cards in that, but this 87 Fleer set's just tough. This is just a sharp example of this card. I don't really see much wrong with it at all. Expecting a strong 8, and I really would not expecting pull a 9 on this. It's that sharp, but expecting an 8, hoping for the 9. We got a 1987 Fleer Isaiah Thomas. Another really nicely centered card. These cards are really tough for centering. This might be off just a little bit, top to bottom, left to right's perfect. Just a sharp card. Same as the Kevin McHale. I think this is even nicer though. I'm expecting a 9 with an 8 minimum, but really expecting a 9 on that one. And we got one more from that set. It's the Patrick Ewing. And centering might be just the slightest off left to right and top to bottom. I think they're both probably 55-45. Corners are sharp. Nothing wrong with this. I'm expecting an extremely strong PSA 9 on this one with an outside shot of a 10, which I'm not expecting with any of these cards for sure from the 80s, but it'd be great to somehow pull a 10 on that. I had 2 late cards I'm throwing in this order. I've got a bunch of these graded, but I still had one raw one. It's the Bill Ripken 1989 number 616. It is the FF Air card. Centering is pretty decent. It's a little rough cut on this left side. And then this bottom left corner has just the slightest little touch to it. They kind of all maybe just show a touch. Great card. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. Hoping for a PSA 7 or 8. Really hoping for the 8 on this one. Last card that I decided to throw in. It's a 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson number 482. This card's kind of rough, but I want to get it graded. Then go upgrade from there. It's got some corner issues. It actually has a dent. You can kind of, or a line right in through here. You can kind of see, right there we get her. And it's got some other surface issues going on up here. Nothing spectacular, not expecting anything special on this one at all. Just hoping to pull a PSA 4 on that one. So that'll be it for this submission. 21 cards, 1980 special that they got running. Next time we'll talk, we'll go through and see what we got for the grades. All right, it's everybody's favorite time. We got another PSA blind reveal. This will be the 21 card. This was the 1980s special. It's going to have 8 baseball cards, 2 football cards, and 11 basketball cards. I'm going to get this box opened up and put the cards in order that I submitted them, and then we'll go through the grades. All right, I got all these cards in order. Let's see what we got. Like I said, this is a 21 card. This is the 1980s special. I don't think I'm really expecting anything spectacular on this submission. Just a lot of stuff that probably is going to get 8s and 9s. Maybe some even lower that I had sent in. So let's look at the first one. We got a 1983 Fleer Ryan Sandberg. Card number 507 in the set. This is off on the front, left to right, and top to bottom. I thought this top right corner might have had a little extra paper on it, on the corner, but not a bad card. I'm hoping to get a PSA 8 or 9. I'm really expecting to pull the 8 on this one. And that's what we got. All right, I think that's right in line. PSA 8. Next up, we got a 1982 Topps number 21, Cal Ripken. Centering on this one is off. A little bit there, left to right for sure, and a little bit top to bottom. The back bottom corners here, they might show just a little touch of wear. Up there too. Only expecting a PSA 7 on this one. And we pulled an 8. All right, well, we'll take that. One grade above what we thought. Nice looking card. So 2 8s so far. Next up, we got a 1984 Topps Tiffany number 251 Tony Gwynn. I've never graded any of these Tiffany cards. Curious to see how this one will go. As you can see, it's off left to right. And then I noticed on some of these Tiffany's, the surface, you can kind of see it there. It's just got, I don't even know, it must be part of the gloss that they use on the Tiffany's. So not sure what PSA is going to do with that, with the surface. I'm expecting a 7 or 8, and I'm thinking it should be able to pull the 8. And it pulled the 7. All right, so that surface, I'm guessing, probably did hurt the grade on it. All right, PSA 7. Next up, 1989 Topps Tiffany, number 540, Bo Jackson. Bottom left on the back, I thought it had a little touch of wear on it. Not much. And then left or right, just a tiny bit, but I think it's still in tolerance for even a 10. I'm not expecting a 10. I'm hoping just to pull a PSA 9 on this one. And that's what we pulled. All right, happy with that. Nice looking card. This surface on the Tiffany did have a little bit of that same stuff that the Gwyn did. It just wasn't as bad. So PSA 9. All right, tried our luck with one more Tiffany. It's a 1988 Topps Tiffany, number 120, a Kirby Puckett. It's off top to bottom and left to right, maybe just a little bit. And then maybe this bottom right corner just had a slightest little touch to it. Really a nice looking card. Hoping to pull a PSA 9 on this one. And that's what we got. All right. Well, not too bad on those Tiffany's, I guess. I'm not really expecting to pull any 10s, so 9s are good grades. This one I threw in just for the fun of it. It's a 1985 Topps number 145, Alvin Davis. Pulled this out of a set, and I just thought it was really nice. It's off just the slightest bit left or right. And then right by Mariners and then Alvin here, there's just a couple little print dots. Otherwise, this card is really nice. Should be a strong 9. The slightest chance, I never would expect it, a PSA 10. Just a slight chance of a PSA 10. Happy just to pull the 9. And that's what we got. Okay. Still probably not worth sending in at a 9 level, but it was a sharp card. Thought maybe it had a shot at a 10. So, all right, we got kind of an oddball card here. It's a 1987 Topps American, the UK version of John Elway. These cards are kind of like a mini size card. They look just like the 87 Topps, but it's the UK version. Kind of neat, different. Don't see many of these. Of course, it's in the slab crooked, so I'll have to try to fix that. Just maybe this top left corner up here had just the slightest little touch on it. Otherwise, I thought it was pretty nice. It's off a little bit left or right. I'm still expecting to pull a PSA 9 on this. And that's what we got. All right. So not a bad card there. Again, looks like we're right in line with grading these cards out. We got a 1989 Pro Set, number 494, Barry Sanders. This one looks really good left to right. Maybe off just a little bit top to bottom. I think it might still be in tolerance for a PSA 10. I'm expecting a PSA 9. Slight chance at a 10. Like I said, these cards, 80s cards, I'm not expecting to pull any 10s. So give me the 9. Let's hope for the 10 though. And we got the 9. All right. I think it was off just enough left to right, or top to bottom, I'm sorry, that it just couldn't pull the 10. All right, next up, we got our lone stinker. It's a 1986 Fleer sticker of Patrick Ewing. It's his rookie. Came back minimum size, so I'll have to measure that out, double check it. I was expecting a PSA 7 on that, so disappointed it didn't get slabbed. All right, we got a 1980 Topps. This is the John Long, Magic Johnson All-Star, and Ron Boone. This is the Magic Rookie All-Star on it. Pretty decent card overall. I'm expecting a PSA 7 or 8. I'd be happy with either one of those grades. Obviously, pulling for the 8. Never graded one of these, so I'm expecting the 7. And it pulled the 8. All right. Oh, we'll take that. Nice looking card. Not really anything wrong with it. So PSA 8. All right, next up, we got another 1980 Topps. This is the Scott May Larry Bird scoring leader and Jack Sikma. So this is one of the Larry Bird rookies in there. This one I don't think is in nice shape. 2 bottom corners, I think, show a little bit of wear on it. It is off top to bottom. There's 2 dents up in the Scott May, the green part. There I can see them. Maybe even a 3rd dent up in there. Just probably going to end up pulling a PSA 6 on this one. And that's what we got. All right, so right on with that grade too. PSA 6. All right, one more from that 1980 set. This is the Fred Brown, Larry Bird rebounding leader and Ron Brewer. The main thing I was worried about with this one was I've never really seen it. That Larry Bird middle panel, I've never seen him that off-centered in there before. So not sure what that's going to do to this card. Hoping for a PSA 7 or 8. I'm actually expecting the PSA 7. All right, we pulled the 8 on that one, so nice. I thought maybe that centering was going to knock it down to a 7 in that middle panel, but overall a nice looking card. Happy with the 8. All right, we got a 1986 Fleer Minute Bowl rookie, number 12 in the set. These corners just have the slightest little touch on them. Not expecting a big grade on this. I'm thinking it's going to pull the PSA 7. And that's what it got. All right. So again, this is another reveal so far where we're almost right on with every grade, which is nice to see. I've taken a lot of pride in my accuracy on my submissions with the grades. So here we got a 1989 Fleer number 21 Michael Jordan. I actually have 2 of these in this submission. This first one here, as you can see, it's off a little bit centering. This one I'm expecting to pull a PSA 8. And we pulled a 9. All right, really happy with that. Thought that the centering on the top to bottom was off just enough to probably pull it down to an 8. But it's definitely sharp corners and everything else, so real happy with the PSA 9 on that one. This one I thought was actually just a little better centering wise. It's better top to bottom, but it is off left to right. I was actually a little stronger on this one, thinking it would pull the better grade. This one I was PSA 8/9. So I'm really hoping that this should also pull a 9. And it did. All right. Oh, happy to pull 2 9s on that. It's a tough grading card and 2 PSA 9 Jordans. All right, now we got a 1989 Fleer sticker, number 3 of Jordan. This is off left to right, and it does show the normal chipping on it. You can see the centering on the back's off. Also, tough grading cards. All these stickers are from any of the sets, really. Just hoping to pull a PSA 7 on this one. And that's what we got. All right, well, happy with that grade, as expected. That's what we were hoping to get. All right, we got some 1987 Fleer basketball cards. This is the number 74 Kevin McHale. This set is underrated, I think. It's really tough on grading. Centering on these is just all over the place. I actually sent in 3 cards from this set. I just thought they were really nice, really good centering. Probably some of the nicer centered ones you're going to find. Didn't really see many flaws on any of the 3. That being said, I'm still expecting only PSA 8s, and hopefully they can pull 9s. Let's see what we get. And it did pull the 9. All right, that's a good grade on this card for sure. I'll be interesting when I post this video. I always put the pop reports. I'll see what the pop reports are on these. Same set. We got the 1987 Fleer number 106 Isaiah Thomas. This one might be off just a little bit top to bottom, but other than that, again, I think this is a beautiful card. Great example from the set. Same thing as the McHale. I'm expecting a PSA 8 or 9, and this one I had 9 circled, so I thought this was a really nice one. So I'm expecting the 9, and that's what I got. All right. Happy with that. And the last one I submitted from that set was the 87 Fleer number 37 Patrick Ewing. This one might be off just a little bit left or right, and maybe just a little bit top to bottom. This one might be off just a little bit more than the other two that I had submitted. This one I thought was going to be a strong 9. It might have just the slightest chance at a 10, but I think being off just a little both ways will probably get it. So this should pull the 9. I'd be disappointed with anything less. And it pulled the 8. Oh. Okay, I thought this was probably the nicest of the 3, so that's disappointing. All right, PSA 8. All right, I threw this one in at the last second. These last 2 cards I threw in at the last second. This is an 89 Fleer number 616. It's the Billy Ripken Air card. It's the FF Air. Not expecting anything great on this. I still wanted to get it graded. I have maybe like 7 or 8 PSA 9s and a couple BGS 9.5s of this card. And I just wanted to get this one slabbed up. I've had this one for a long time, so just wanted to slab it up. I'm expecting a PSA 7 or 8. Thinking it should pull the 8, and that's what I got. Oh, no, I got the Mint 9. Wow, all right, PSA 9. I thought it was the 8. Well, I'm really happy with that. Never expected that to get the 9. There's nothing really wrong with it. I just thought it was probably going to pull the 8. So really happy with the PSA 9. Last card in this submission, 1980 Topps, number 482, Ricky Henderson. Just graded this for fun. It's beat up. It's got corner wear. It's a rough-looking card. I'm not expecting anything great on it. It's got a few dents in it. Expecting only a PSA 4. It could maybe pull a 5. Just wanted to get it slabbed. And I got the 5. All right. Well, I'm happy with that. I thought it would probably pull the 4. So it got the 5. All right. Another successful submission. This was that 80s submission. Disappointed that the Ewing didn't come back graded. Overall, I'm still going to give PSA their props. If you guys watch any of my videos, I do the preview videos. I tell you my grades. I am still very high accuracy with my grades, with either right on or like a 1 grade off. I think PSA is still doing good. I'm not seeing them tightening up. But we'll be having some more videos coming your way. Thanks for watching this one.